Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. It's me Anil. We are back in the series of online food ordering website using ASP.NET. In previous video, that is part number 13, in that we have displayed the order invoice and we have downloaded that invoice in PDF format. And in today's video, that is part number 14, in that we're gonna display the list of orders made by the user, that is user order history, and that will gonna display it in profile page. In profile page we have two sections here, that is basic info and the other one is purchase history. In purchase history here we're gonna display that data. Okay, so let's start it. Close this. Let's open our profile page here. Over here. So here we need to display that the order history of a user. Okay, so for that we are going to use repeat control. So let's remove this part and take here repeater control. ID is equals to repeater R. We are displaying here purchase history data, right? Run it. So okay, so in that we need to take item template, let's do designing here. Some like take here class as container, row padding top 1, padding bottom 1. Let's take some style also. Background color light gray. Column 4. Let's take here class badge, badge bill, badge dark and white text. Okay, text white. So here we're gonna display the text, like the serial number first of all. Okay, as our number, serial number will gonna display here. After that, okay, here n is missing, sorry. Then will display here the payment mode. Will display here the payment mode like card payment or cash on delivery. Let's take here suppose COD. We're going to display here dynamic data which is going coming from database. Okay, we'll do in a moment. Okay, so first design this page. Okay, then we'll do that. Okay, let's take another div tag here. In that we'll take class of call 6. The top we have taken column 4, then here we are taking column 6, that is column 10. Okay, and the rest of column 2 will, let's take it here, just copy, paste, take here 2. Okay, so in column 6 we will gonna display the, suppose if it is card number, the payment mode, that is if it is card number, then we're gonna display here the card number. Okay, after that what we want in the here, we want to display a download button for downloading the invoice. So for that we'll take here anchor tag, invoice, but before that we're gonna display the font awesome icon. So let's take here I tag with class font awesome class, that is font awesome download, I think, let's see there, yeah, font awesome download. Let's take margin 2, and when we click on anchor tag, for now let's give it has, will add a page afterward. Okay, page link will gonna give here, that is the invoice page link. When the click of, when the user click on the invoice button, so it will gonna take them to the invoice page with their order details. Okay, with the order details ID. Okay, now let's go to code behind page by clicking F7 key, or just right click view code. Okay, so here we're going to create one function, and which will be similar that we have used in cart page. Here in cart page, I think we have done, not here, it's in code behind page, this one. Okay, so let's copy this function from here and paste it after this function. Okay, so first of all let's rename the repeater control ID, that is our purchase history. We don't want there. Let's move this line to this here. At the end we have to take this line. Okay, so we don't have this class right now, so let's copy it from the cart page. In that we have already did that. This one from here till here, let's copy and paste here. After this, save it. Now those errors has been gone here. Okay, so we'll need here to change this data, that is your data we are displaying for the cart page. Like when there is cart is empty, we are displaying your cart is empty message. Okay, and after that we are adding one link also for going back to menu page, that is continue shopping, so that when the user click on that, it should take us to the menu page. Okay, so the same way we'll do here for this profile page. Okay, so what we need to change here, we don't want call span, let's remove this. Change the text. Hungry, why not order food for you? After that we're gonna provide a link so that user click on that, should take us to the menu page for ordering a new food. Okay, so this link will be the same, and this will be the same. We need to change the icon, the value here, that is the text value, from continue shopping to click to order. Click to order. And I think rest will be the same. Okay, so okay, so now we need to call this function when the page gets load here. Okay, we need to change the function name as well. Get purchase history. Let's call this here. We need to change this this one store procedure name as well as the action name as well. Here we need to take invoice. We are working on invoice, so we have the invoice store procedure. In that we have the action name as order history. Let's copy it from store procedure itself so that spelling mistakes should not happen. Copy, paste. Here user ID we want, fine, we don't need to change here. Okay, okay, so let's run this. Login as a user. Okay, you can see here now the text that we are displaying is displayed here same as it is. Okay, and we click here, it takes us to the same page. Just append the hash because we have added here the in href, that is hash. Okay, so what we want to display here, serial number dynamically, the payment mode, whether it is cash on delivery or it is card payment. If it is card payment, we need to display the card number as well. Okay, and we want to link here that invoice page with the order details ID, so that when you user click on this, it should take us to that invoice page with its details. Okay, so that user can download it. Okay, so let's bind the data to this view in profile here. Okay, we don't have serial number data in on table from which table we are getting this data. We don't have the column for the serial number, so we're gonna generate that logic in the code behind page of the profile. In that function we'll do that. So we have this data for this payment mode, so we'll gonna display that first here. Open angular bracket, percentage symbol, then hash eval method. In that we need to pass the column name, that is payment mode. First of all, we need to convert this to string, then we need to match it if it is having the value COD. In payment mode column we are storing the value COD and the card. Okay, so if it is COD, that is cash and delivery, we want to display the whole text, not just COD. Okay, so for that if it is COD question mark, if it is, then we need to display full value, that is cash on delivery. Cash on delivery. Okay, else if it is not COD, that is card payment, at that time what we want to display the value, that is payment mode dot to string, but we want that value should be in uppercase, that is in capital letter. So we have here method to upper, okay, fine. Save it, come in the browser and remove this hash, press enter. It's gonna refresh and display data here. Can see here in payment mode here, that is card payment, and rest of other, that is cash on delivery. Now what we want, just cash on delivery, it is fine, but for the card payment here, like we want to display the card number as well. If it is card payment, we need to display the card number as well. So let's do that. So here in this we're gonna display the card number. Open angular bracket, percent hash eval, and the column name is card number, and card number. Okay, let's see this, save it, refresh here. We got here the card number. Fine. So this, suppose this having the value, so it's fine. But suppose in case there is no value, if it is empty or null, if you don't have this card number get stored in database, at that time we'll get here error for displaying the data, because the value when it is not empty, it displayed well, no issue is there. But if it is null, so it will gonna fetch bind here that data. But if it is null, how it will bind? So for that we need to put a condition here, like we need to check whether the value is null or not, like empty is there or not. So first of all we need to check that whether it is null or empty. Then if it is null or empty, we'll display nothing. If it is has value, then we're gonna display the same value. Okay, so for that we have function here, that is string dot is null or empty. It's a function, so let's close here. Okay, so what we want now, first of all we need to convert this as well into toString. Okay, after that, if it is null, then we need to display empty data, nothing we want to display there. Or if it has value, then we want to display text, that is card number, and after card number we're gonna display the card number value plus eval value. Save it. Now refresh the browser. Can see here, now it's proper. If it is, suppose if it has null value, it will manage here to display empty value, okay, or no value. Okay, so this part is done. Now we have to work on serial numbers value. So we don't have that column in our database table, so we're gonna add a logic here in this function itself. Okay, so when we get data in data table, okay, after that what we want, we need to add a column dt.columns.add. let's give the column name serial number SNO, comma. So it takes three parameter, the two parameter. The first one, that is column name. The second one is type, of which type data we want to add in it. Okay, so the type is type of, we want here int 32, not string, int 32, and I think we have to import the namespace, yeah, int 32 semicolon, done. So what we have created the column, that is empty. Okay, now we want to add the value to that column, serial number. So for that we'll take here if condition dt dot rows dot count greater than 0, then here we'll take the for each loop data row in dt rows space data row, the column name, that is serial number, is equals to sr. Okay, so we have to take here one variable, the name sr. The starting of this function of type integer, sr initially it should be 0. If we don't give 0, it will automatically take by default as 0 for the integer. Okay, after that we are finding that here when we fetch that data. Okay, so and we're gonna increase it here +1 every time when it comes in this for loop. Means the first, when it come first time, the value is 0, sr value is 0, it's gonna display the value 0, and then rest of the times it's gonna add +1 every time when it comes inside this for each loop. Okay, so how it works, like when we want to display serial number for the list of data we have, for that we are taking here the serial number. Okay, so I think yeah, that's it. We want to this one display this same column name instead here of this instead of this text we need to display that value. Paste, save it. Now refresh. Okay, so we need to stop this project and run it again, because we have made the changes in the code behind page, so that's why we need to stop it and run it again. If we do changes and it changes in the design, it don't need to like rerun the project, just refresh the page, that's it. But when we do changes in the code behind page, we need to refresh that page. Okay, so now you can see here value is displaying here the serial number. Okay, fine. Okay, here I think we have to change the color, background color, the batch color. Okay, I have taken a dark, how it's became danger. Save it. Now it's fine. The value is starting here from 0. Actually we want it from 1, so here in the profile code behind page, instead of 0 we need to take here 1. That we're gonna do. And what we want after that, here for this payment we want to display the list of orders of items, like what items were ordered for the first payment. Then for the second payment we need to display that data in the just below that. Okay, so for that we are going to take another repeater control, which should be inside of the existing repeater control. We have taken one repeater control for displaying this data, right? And within that we're gonna take another repeater control for displaying the number of items for that orders. Okay, so we're going to display that items. So let's stop this. And we'll also check this one whether it's working or not. Okay, afterward we'll check that. First change this from 0 to 1. Now in the profile section, we'll take here another repeater control for displaying the orders item. Just after this div tag, we'll take here another repeater control. Okay, ASP repeater ID is equals to repeater R, and we are displaying here orders, right? Run at server. So here we want to display data in a tabular format, so we'll take here the table tag. Okay, before that we need to take here the header template. In that we're gonna display that table tag. So let's take here table tag, t head, table row, table head. So let's copy this table head and paste it 5 times. Okay, let's change this name, product name, second one unit price, third one QTY, that is quantity, total price, order ID, the last one status, order status. Okay, after the header template we want item template, and after item template let's take the last one, that is footer template as well, because we have to take this, cut it from here and paste it here inside the footer template. And what we want else, we have started table tag, closing here, table had started here, closing here, table row, close here. Here we'll take another table row. Okay, for displaying data. Okay, we are not able to take here table row. Actually we have to take table body here in this section, T body. Oh, sorry, my mistake. Let's cut this table body and paste it here before the table, and we don't want the table head here. Cut this and paste here where it was. Okay, so table head will remain in the header template. The body, table body part will remain inside this one, but it's gonna start in the header and gonna close in the footer. Okay, so let's now try here to take table row. So let's take table data. We'll take here the label control, ASP label ID is equals to LBL, the name, first one, Oranet server. We want to display a value here, that is the text. We want here the single quote. In that we'll take here open angular bracket percent has, then eval method. In that we need to pass the column name, that is the name. So let's copy this and paste it 5 times. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now what we want here. Okay, so we'll change here the column name later. So first of all, let's bind this repeater control in our code behind page. So how we will gonna bind it? We have already did in the cart page. When you see here, we are displaying the cart items, right? In cart item data bound. Okay, so no problem. So we have to create one event in the repeater control, the base repeater control. Okay, the parent one, not the child repeater control. The parent one. Here we need to create one event on data on item data bound. This one, create new event. It's gonna create the event in the code behind page. Can see here. Let's cut this and paste it here before this. Okay, if it remains below where it was, it's no problem, like it's up to you, but I am just taking about this. Okay. Now we want this part, this one. Let's copy till here. Let's say till here, copy it and paste it here. Okay, now let's change it here. This will remain the same. Just before that, we need to take here double one variable called grand total. Okay, so here like I will come to know for which data, like for which order details ID we want to display this. So for that we should take here one hidden field in which it gonna store the order details ID. So let's take here, where you want you can just take. Let's check here ASP hidden field ID hidden payment ID. Okay, we have to take here the payment ID not that order details ID, my mistake. And what value we want here should be in single quote. Payment ID. Okay, we forgot here to take run at server. Now it's fine. Okay, so let's copy this ID. We're gonna use in the code behind page here. Now we want to access that hidden field value here in this. So let's check the class hidden field. Let's check ID here for that payment ID. E dot item dot find control. We need to pass here the control ID value, that is we have copied that, just paste here the ID name as hidden field. We got that. What else we want here? We want the repeater control object as well. So for that let's copy this line and paste it here. Just replace this with repeater. Copy, paste. Okay, and need to change the object name as well. Repeaters order. Okay, repeater orders, and we need to change here the ID, that is the ID that we have taken for this repeater, this one, repeater orders. Just copy it and paste it here. Okay, after that we have connection string calling the stored procedure invoice, and we need to change here the action name, this one, invoice by ID. Just copy it, paste it here, and we want here one more column. Let's duplicate this line, Control D. Okay, now need to change this column parameter name, that is payment ID, and here we need to pass the value. First of all, we need to convert that into integer. Dot to int 32, and we are getting the value, that is payment ID dot value, that is coming from the hidden field. Okay, that we have taken the design page. Okay, so from there we passing the payment ID to this stored procedure. Okay, so when the stored procedure get called, what it will do, it will get data here. Let's remove this, we don't want this line, we don't want this line as well. Just before that, what we want, we have taken the variable grand total, right? So let's use this here for plus is equals to convert dot to double we have to change here the column name, that is total price. Actually in the tables here, that data we are getting here in this data table, we have the column total price. So what we will do, we will gonna add it in a loop, in a for each loop, means how much data it has, it will gonna that much time in this loop. For while in the loop it gonna add that value in this grand total. Okay, and what we want that value to get stored in a new row. Okay, so that we can display that grand total just below the column of total price. Okay, so for that we'll take here one new, we don't want this one, just remove this part. Instead of that, here we'll take here one class, that is data row. For creating a new row, dr, that is data row dt dot new row. So we have to pass the on which row we want to display that data, that is total price. Just below the total price column we want to display that value. Which value? The grand total value we are getting in this loop. Okay, now just we need to add that value, the column value, in our data table, data dot rows dot add dr. That's it. And we need to replace the, of course, the ID of this repeat control, because we are not binding the data in purchase history, we are binding the new controller repeat control that we have taken, that is here. We have taken the object of this, is copy it and paste it here, save it. Okay, let me check once again if I missed something. I don't think so. Okay, so let's run and see, then we're gonna change this value for displaying here. Okay, we got error, the column paid, what is not a parameter to store procedure, where we have called that. Okay, sorry, my mistake. Payment ID. Okay, so this time you can see we are displaying the data, but we didn't added the bootstrap class to it, to this table. So let's add that first. Now you can see the payments get started, the serial number from the one. Let's add the bootstrap class to this table data. Okay, so I have taken here table classes, that is table, data table export, table responsive, small, table border, table hover. Okay, save this and refresh the page. Okay, let's change here let's add some more Bootstrap classes. Let's add here class in table head, background dark, the text as white. Refresh the page. Now it's look good. Now we want here the data should get displayed properly. Okay, so after the name, what we want to display, the unit price, that is single price of the item. Let's rename the label. First of all, let's change this column name here, then we'll change the ID. Okay, so for the second one is that is price, but before that, for the price we need to check whether the value is like null or empty, then we'll want to display that. So for that we have already did here same thing. Let's copy this part, till here, copy, and paste. Let's change the column name price. Here instead of the card number we want rupee symbol. So it's an Indian rupee symbol. You can add it, your own currency symbol of your country. Okay, so what we have done here, like when the price is null, it should display nothing, or else it should display the currency symbol, price with the currency symbol. Okay, so second we have done here, let's save this and go to the browser and refresh the browser page. You can see here the price get displayed here. Fine, let's do the same for the rest of the columns. Third one is quantity. Total price. Order number. Last one, status. Save. We want here for this total price as well here. Refresh this. Now you can see here we are displaying this grand total as well, the grand total value. You can see here 400 plus 300, 700. Same here, single value, single here. Yeah, okay, fine. So now what we want to change here this one, the value contains here based on the status, it should get highlighted. Okay, the background color gets changed based on the status, and we want here some Bootstrap class as well. It should look like a button having some border. The background color we need to give here. Let's see how we can do. So for the button, that when we click on download, we have to take here the style, text align, end, and when the user click on that button, it should take to the invoice page, invoice.axps, but we want to pass the ID as well, invoice ID, that is your ID is equals to, we are passing a corresponding value, open angular bracket, percent has, then eval, within that we need to pass the ID, that is the column name that we have here, payment ID. Payment ID. Okay, now let's rename this the label name as well. If it didn't change, like it's up to you, like if you want to change or not. We are not gonna use this label somewhere, so like if it's up to you, like if you want to change or not. I will change here. Let's take here according to the column we are binding here, quantity LBL, quantity LBL, price, total price, okay. So let's refresh the browser. Okay, now you can see here, when we click on this, you can see when I kept the mouse on this button, the anchor tag, can see the bottom left side the URL is gets generated. If we click on it, it take us to this page with the details of that invoice. We can download from here. Okay, let's go back. It should work for every invoice, you can see. Okay, so what we want to change here the background color for the status based on the status value. Okay, if it is pending, it should be in background should be type of yellowish, like in Bootstrap we have class warning. If it is like delivered, we need to give the background as green, that is in Bootstrap, that is success class. So we'll do it in code behind here. Yeah, so here we need to pass that the class Bootstrap class we need to add here, but it should be dynamic based on the status value. Okay, so let's press enter here and take here the CSS class. It should be single quote. Now let's copy this, paste. Now let's take this to string. If the value of the status is delivered, then what we want to display the color value here, or Bootstrap, sorry, color not so what we want here to display, that is the badge Bootstrap class badge success. Or else or else will display warning. Save it, refresh. Now can see here yellow warning color is there. If the status is success, the status is delivered, then the status background color will be in green. Okay, so let's change one status from the database and let's see whether that color is changed or not. Okay, so open the table for the orders, edit top 200 rows. Let's make one of the status as delivered. Spelling should be correct, okay, otherwise it will not work. Spelling should be correct, okay, because we are getting this value from the while making an order. Okay, at that time we are inserting the value here, but I'm adding here directly in table, so make sure the spelling should be correct. Okay, and now if we refresh this page, we'll see here this one background color gets changed to green. Okay, that means now it's working perfectly. Yeah, okay, so here we have to add the bootstrap class, that is in the anchor tag we have to take that. Let's press enter here, and here we'll take class btn info btn small. Now it's fine. Done. So we need to check when there is no data, like for displaying here profile history, how it looks. So for that we need to register one user. Let's register. Go to profile. Okay, we got here error. We are getting here the null value for this payment. Okay, so I forgot one thing here to add. Let's do it first. Here we need to take one if condition. In that, e dot item type of item, that is list item type dot item. or a dot item type is equals to alternative item, list type dot alternative item. Let's cut this closing tag and paste after this. Okay, so remove this space, select this, Control KD, code get aligned properly. Fine. Now let's run and see. This time second user that we just register, because we want to check when it is empty how it will look. Okay, here this is how it will look. Hungry? Why not order food for you? Click to order. If we click, it will take us to the page here, menu page. Fine. Okay, let's remove this item from the cart, add a new. Now let's check the order history here. Okay, so it's working perfectly like how it should be. Okay, now in next video we're gonna see the order invoice update, like in admin module, where admin will update the order status of a user. Okay, I hope you guys like this video. We'll meet in the next video. Till then, bye, take care, thank you for watching.